Hey guys, welcome back to Fandom Stage Powers, where we discuss comics, heroes, villains, and the reign. The reign of X is continuing with Marauders, issue number 17, right now. Show me, Lockheed. Sebastian. Damn that man. Okay, so in the last issue of Marauders, we saw that Kate Pryde and Emma Frost got their revenge on Sebastian Shaw. And from the looks of it, this is going to be a little bit of a flashback. As you can see that she's wearing her funeral attire. She's still in mourning for Kate. So this is obviously happening the night of her sea burial, and when Lockheed made his way back to Krakoa and Emma finds out what happened to Kate. Callisto, find the Black Bishop and await the kill order. We didn't have to meet at the bar. Blob makes a mean cocktail, with or without alcohol. I think your idea is a good one. Do you think the White Queen will go for it? It will help that it's not coming from your father. I'm honest with Emma about everything, and I'll tell her an expedition is to the benefit of us all. But timing is everything. We may need to be patient. He's at the Green Lagoon with your brother. Excuse yourself for a moment, Shinobi. Excuse me a moment, Christian. Relax. Open your mind. What'd he do? Hold. He didn't know. Return to my brother and be kind to him. Remember nothing of this encounter. What's wrong? Nothing we can't fix. And this makes a lot of sense as well, that Emma would have to check Shinobi, because Shinobi was kind of implicated in the whole scheme of drawing Kate and the Marauders out to Madripoor, where they were attacked by Verendi and their cohorts. It makes the situation with Shaw all the more messed up because he didn't even tell his son that he was basically putting him in danger to possibly be killed, just betting on Kate and the Marauders showing up in time to save him. That is so messed up. Following the murder of Kate Pryde and the Tournament of Swords, the Marauders find themselves adrift, consumed by the evils of the past and the uncertainty of the future. You already have my answer, Callisto. You've been really hard to get a hold of since the Otherworld nonsense. Okay, enough about my problems. Have you told Emma and Kate that you're leaving yet? Even without your heightened senses, your perception is surreal. And no, I have not. I would like to tell them if they don't already know. I won't ask where you're off to, but I will ask you to help me before you go. The Pretender halfway killed me back on M-Day. Now I'm on islands all day long, here in the South Pacific or over at our port in the North Atlantic, meeting mutants from all over the world, moving money that's covered in trace amounts of drugs, sweat, and blood. Nothing smells or tastes right, Aurora. The world feels fake. I need my damn senses back. I'm suffering. I do not disapprove of the Crucible. I simply do not wish to participate. Why me? Apocalypse is gone, sister. Now if you want your powers back, you gotta bring someone to the dance. Surely Logan would. I like knives. I don't like getting cut. I'm sorry. Do you remember how far you were willing to go to become whole? And you know what? It is so crazy that I did not even remember that Callisto did not have her powers. That's crazy because she still is quite proficient, the fighter and everything. But yeah, she is still depowered since the events of M-Day. So of course she'll have to go through the Crucible in order to be resurrected and get her powers back, as was revealed in X-Men issue number 7, I believe, where Apocalypse kind of oversees these fights in the Crucible, and they have to face Apocalypse, to the death in order to prove themselves worthy, I suppose, which I really didn't agree with. Apparently this is still a thing going on, and Storm says she doesn't really disapprove, but she doesn't want to participate. And I totally get that. But it is really telling that Callisto comes to Storm to be the one that she wants to fight to the death. She is looking at it as an honor. She is asking Storm to do this for her. And Storm is just really conflicted about it. And I understand that. I would be too. From the desk of the White Queen, Hellfire Trading Company, for the attention of all at Hellfire Trading. Mutantdom has accomplished much in a short amount of time, and though our losses were heavy in our conflict with Otherworld, we are continuing to succeed every day. Hellfire trading is growing faster than we anticipated, but our enemies are more stubborn than we hoped. Our growing pains are acute. Humanity has not managed the health of their species or this planet, and they need more of our medicine. That means we need more farms, more factories, and more friends. Therefore, as the first of many changes to come, effective immediately, the Black will service our yes countries that recognize mutant sovereignty, while the White will now service the pieces of the globe where our medicines are sold on the black market. There are larger changes on the horizon, and we will discuss that in due time. When you receive this message, please proceed to the private gate at Hellfire Bay to the Island of Mykines. It is a new protectorate of Krakoa and a Hellfire trading secret until the invitations are sent. There are important matters to discuss in person. Emma Frost. I know my request complicates the arrangements you had with the previous owner of the island, but you will only be inconvenienced once a year. You may live here the rest of your days, and long may they be. Do you have any requests of me? Please, speak plainly. Well, now that you mention it, word on the wind was you opened a distillery and already have some impressive age statements. I'd love to have a dram to warm me on these lonely and cold evenings. Of course, how thoughtless of me. I'll have some Port Genosha dispatched to you straight away, along with a way to communicate with the Hellfire Trading Company day or night. Much obliged, ma'am. Take a look, Sebastian. I will prove to you that there is more to be accomplished with a lighter touch. And obviously we are now back into the present as we see Sebastian Shaw in this wheelchair and his eye patch. And they are going to the island that Magneto procured for Emma back in Giant Size X-Men Magneto. And we see him meet this, I guess this lighthouse keeper here. And Emma really wanted this island, and we didn't really know what for then, but now we can kind of deduce that this is where the Hellfire Gala is going to be held. So they didn't want to really have it on the actual island of Krakoa, which makes sense too, because it'd be like a huge security risk. How did you manage this without the council knowing it's... Magneto obliged it to me. Now I owe him a favor. The Puffins don't know what to think yet. Nice digs, Emma. The structure is amazing. I saw your note, Emma, about the changes you and Sebastian are initiating. What of the Red Queen and her court? The days are long days for the Black and the White. The Red Queen will continue to serve both the corporation and the nation as both privateer and pirate. You know, Shinobi, it just struck me that your mutant gifts are so different from Sebastian's, but so very much like his old rival, Harry Leland. Oh, Emma is so messy for that. Oh my god. He sacrificed himself against Kilrod or something dreadful like that. When his number is drawn by the 5, I look forward to introducing you. Sounds great. Okay, so this is like a really taboo topic for Sebastian because it was kind of like hinted that Shinobi might not be his son, and that Harry Leland, who was also a member of the Hellfire Club back in the day, was really Shinobi's father because they both consorted with the same woman in Japan, and that's why Shinobi's powers are not really like Sebastian Shaw's. They are more like Harry Leland, who had the ability to make things denser and heavier, and Shinobi kind of has a similar ability where he phases or makes himself denser or heavier. So that was really messy. It was really messy of Emma to even like bring that up, and even messier for her to imply she's going to introduce Shinobi to Harry Leland when he's finally resurrected. So we'll see how that turns out. That's crazy. Emma, how many costume changes do you want? And how many mouths do you want Saucier to feed? We are mutants, and we must all pay the price for paradise. This will be our first state dinner, the first of many, I hope. Saucier, fair warning. Hello, lad. Most of our guests will be human. Ah, Miss Frost, you wound Saucier. Their palates, so unsophisticated. We'll discuss everything inside. Let's go walk the room and make note of what we need. If we're planning a state dinner, shouldn't Kate be here? I asked her to deliver a letter on my behalf to a place she already had personal business. In Madripoor. Is it me, Dragon, or is there a hint of tear gas on the Lowtown winds today? Log, this is starting to look bad. If your friends aren't home, I don't think we should leave our present like we discussed. You two should have taken the money. Get out of our home! Damn, it is rough in Madripoor, like for real. But I do love Lockheed taking Kate back to Madripoor to find the family that helped him while he, recovered to get back to Krakoa. I think that's really cool. And it kind of ties into the plot with Verendi. Hey fellas, I don't know what's going on here, but this seems excessive. Off, lady. You don't tell us what to do. Oh! There's always a dumb guy, but there's not always a smart one. Are you a smart guy? Yeah? Attaboy. Go collect your partner and don't come back. Knock, knock. Ah, Dragon! I'm so glad you're alive. I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but I missed him. Well, we found the right place. I'm Kate. I wanted to thank you for helping Lockheed. This is for any trouble or expense you had. Oh my, thank you. This is amazing. This money will save us. You didn't need to do this. It's a gift. May I ask, what's going on with the rent-a-cops in the streets? The banksters that took over our government, they are trying to raise Lowtown and build more giant towers. Our family, our friends, we have no idea where we will go. Hold fast. Maybe you won't have to go anywhere. This is the Crucible. Meet our sister, Callisto. Her mutant gifts were stripped away. Tonight, she is here to take them back. Sister, is Yokai Shakunin here? She is not. Then I offer my blade in fair combat. But there are 2 other volunteers. Fenris has also stepped forward. If those races come down here, I'll end up in the hole, not Arbor Magna. We have been so good. We haven't killed anyone since Krakoa. What are you looking at, Mask? 2 pieces of That's crazy. Yeah, because Fenris are like super racist. Thank you, goddess. Need a blade? I have all I need. Come. Okay, now that's an entrance. The promise of Krakoa was that it was for all mutants. The living, the dead, and the in-between. Yeah! She asked what I would do to become whole. I would do anything. Storm literally short-circuited her heart. That's crazy. What Scarlet Witch began, I have finished. And the 5 will fix. This was a really touching scene. I really appreciated this whole exchange here because it shows this bond that Storm and Callisto have, and they obviously have history. So this was very impactful. I'm digging this. I watch her down on the beach the next morning. For a moment, I wonder if something is wrong. But she is simply meeting the sacred land for the first time. Her gift gives her a window into the world that none of us will know. When dawn first graced Krakoa, the winds carried me to Hellfire Bay. Now our sea legs are steady beneath us. Catherine is safe. Our underground railroad is secure. Finally, Callisto is sorted. The winds are shifting, and I long for the change. This makes me wonder how Callisto does actually see the world, and how her senses may stack up against somebody like Wolverine. Curious. From the X-Desk. After the formation of Krakoa, there was a flurry of financial moves made by the Hellfire Trading Corporation. When the dust settled, there was a lull of significant expenditures, but in the last several hours, Emma Frost's company has bought up multiple properties in an unexpected place, the Lowtown district of Madripoor. The most significant of these purchases was a hospital, but there are others, and they are almost haphazard. They range from vacant lots, single and multi-family homes, and if I understand the translation, even some air rights. Several details to note. 1. The Hellfire Trading Corporation has shell corporations they could use to obfuscate the purchases, but they are not using them. Rather, it seems they would like the Verendi government to know that they are establishing a toehold in the impoverished and crime-ridden district. It seems Krakoa is only too happy to flex its soft powers against Verendi. RE, the Hellfire Gala. I have been invited, as it seems many in the intelligence community have. Krakoa's first state function seems very unusual in more ways than one. The most notable is the guest list, which will almost certainly include ambassadors, heads of state, and metahuman associates of the X-Men. The War Games boys laughed and said it'd be a good opportunity to decapitate the governments of the human world, and they didn't seem to like it when I asked, what's stopping them from doing that now? Aside from introducing a new team of X-Men, the evening is likely a chance to solidify the relationships with friendly countries. That's all for now. Dolores.
Well, I fold. Doctor, how goes your special project? Will they be ready on time?
My part is done, Madam Zhao. I have given them my best effort. If the mutants have not robbed them of their fighting spirits, then we will be in good shape. Ahoy, Verendi! Nice real estate development project. Be a shame if something happened to it. You're trespassing, Kitty. Call me Kate. Lot of families in Lowtown. Anything I can do to try to dissuade you from raising it and making a mini Dubai in its place?
Not a damn thing. Lowtown is a blight. There were rumors you went to sea and didn't return. I'm so happy they were just rumors.
Well, I had to at least try the easy way. This is for you. Be seeing you.
Did we just get served? Is Emma Frost suing us? No, it's much worse, I'm afraid. It's a damn invitation.
Okay, that was another great issue of Marauders, and I'm really digging how this build up to the Hellfire Gala is going. I know I'm looking forward to it, and I still haven't quite decided how I want to present those issues, if I'm still going to do it the same way I've been doing it, which is kind of chronologically, but jumping to different series, or actually do it chronologically to the story within the overarching event. I haven't really decided yet because I really haven't read through them. So that is upcoming soon. And yeah, we'll see some really cool outfits and, red carpet moments, and we'll get to see some crossover from the Avengers probably, and a lot of other cool characters in the Marvel Universe. So definitely looking forward to that. I do hope you all are enjoying the content, and please keep in mind, if you want to join the crew for real and become a member, please check out my page in the Join tab, where I have very affordable memberships and you get early access to all of my content. Plus, I do have a special project that I've been working on. I'm narrating a book series, a lit RPG series called Path of Sovereignty by Sean Barber. You can find that on Amazon, Audible, and I will be including a link in the description below if you'd like to check that out and support me and Mr. Barber. And it is a really cool story. It's very post-apocalyptic, kind of video game-esque, and very much like a Sword Art Online kind of plot. So check that out if you are interested, and like I said, I'll leave the description below. And thank you again for joining me as I uncover more lore from the X-Men, and I will catch you in the next issue.